I'm probably going to say something uncomfortable here. If your ideas are not published, then you will be limited to your title or profession. You will be traded as a commodity all your life, going for a market hourly rate. Because you are a commodity, you deal with competition and all the stress that it induces. And there is no freedom potential because you are limited to your time. Obviously, nobody wants that. But what is the solution? Publishing yourself not only makes you more valuable through authority and familiarity, it also allows you to reach the exact right person who happen to value your work even more. It's a dynamic that in this online world ends up becoming a flywheel that works for you. Now, why can I say this with so much confidence? For the first 3 years of my coaching business, I was a commodity. I was a life coach who worked my way up from 15 euros per hour to 40, 50, 60 euros per hour. Having this carrot in front of your eyes, like, okay, just increasing my prices is gonna eventually make me free. It doesn't, and I had nothing to stand on. I was creating nothing and I had no ownership over anything. Just my time competing with other decent life coaches. Until August 22nd, 2022, published my first video. Straight into the void. Got some family members and friends saying, good job. And then nothing. Second, third, fourth, fifth video, nothing. Until in December, someone reached out to me asking if I was willing to work with them. And that was probably the pivotal moment where also my beliefs changed, because that client not only paid me much more, that client was also the best, most ideal client I've ever worked with. So that was that first light bulb moment of like, wait a second. If I just focus on creating, I become more useful and skilled in this whole process, then better and better clients will reach out to me. And then fast forward to today, with just 6,500 subscribers or something, I'm making between 20 and 30K per month, doing exactly what I love. And I don't say that as a flex, I mean the money part. What I do say as a flex is that I love my work. I mean, the number of subscribers is highly irrelevant. It's the opportunities that your work brings to you. I mean, I've met people that I grew up watching. I've got the opportunity to work for David Boland, someone who I admire, whose content is just outstanding. You should definitely check him out. I helped him go from 5K per month to 20K per month in 20 days. And even recently, getting a huge position at a public figure who I cannot disclose. Training a whole sales team there and working at the higher levels in the coaching space. Purely because I had a YouTube channel that he could check out, where these other guys who wanted to roll might have been as good or maybe even better, but they didn't have a YouTube channel where everything was just out there to see. And you might be thinking now like, oh, so okay, you started a YouTube channel and over time it got you more clients. That this is the thing that I'm promoting here to you and why you should start publishing your work. Sure, getting more clients, who doesn't want that? But that's not the essence of this video. The ethos beyond that, it's the fact that you can focus on creating instead of having to market yourself and selling and convincing people to buy your stuff with outreach and putting ads in front of people that don't want to see your ads. Like being able to put all that aside and focus on your craft, getting so goddamn good at what you're doing, like helping people get results, that you can just focus on the thing you love, that you can just focus on the creation, and that money and clients and all the metrics that it finds you. Getting so good at creating that you can just create and it's constantly generating demand and energy and people are knocking on your door. That's the ethos beyond all of it. How I see it is I get to wake up, play around, like draw systems, like things like I used to do when I was in elementary school. I was drawing mazes and shit. Now I'm just drawing models and systems, and it's helping people make money in the info product coaching space. And whether you've thought about this or not, it's pretty simple. Like, what kind of client would you prefer? Would you prefer a client who you had to convince with big Alex Hormozy style offers and guarantees, convince them to become a client of yours? Or would you want a client who entered your world, slowly fell in love with your ideas and methods, self-defining as an ideal client to you, and then knocking on your door like, hey, how can I work with you? Obviously, you'd want the latter, you'd want the organic way. And you'd be right, because those end up being friends reaching out, not even clients. Every single time you'll notice, like, we kind of have the same way of looking at other things too. Like, how fucking awesome is that? So if you are a coach, consultant, or even just an expert with a big idea who's ready to put it into the world, join the rabbit hole, which means join the community. And when you're in there, you'll get to see my work first and we'll get to meet. And that's it. Talk soon.